They create the fear, then sell you the peace. They manufacture the confusion, then sell you the map. They fragment your spirit, then offer you back to yourself. One payment plan at a time. This is spiritual racketeering, and they are not healing you. They're hijacking you. Now let's get to work and let's talk about it. I was up 3 a.m., standard cliche Jeff morning. I prayed, sat in silence, read for 30 minutes, and at 4:11 a.m., it hit me, boom, like a sealed download from God himself. Peace has been privatized, wholeness has been productized, and too many voices out here ain't leaders. They're salesmen. They don't want you whole, they want you hooked. Hooked on their voice, hooked on their posts, hooked on healing that actually never lands. Because it's not meant to. If you ever truly remembered who you were, you'd never need them again. And they know that. Now, Charles Tilly called it out. A racketeer creates a threat and then charges for its reduction. That used to be government. Now it's your favorite spiritual account with 100,000 followers and a bio that says healer, coach, channel. They whisper doubt into your confidence, seed panic into your peace, package growth into reels, retreats, and recycled rhetoric. And you're left wondering, why do I always need another fix? Because that's how rackets work. Create the chaos, sell the cure, make you pay for your own soul in fragments. Now picture this. A man kidnaps your child, disappears. Hours later, he shows up at your door, holding your child's hand, smiling, calm, warm. Good news, he says. I found him, safe and sound, but if you want him back, it's going to cost you. That's what spiritual racketeering is. They abduct your clarity, strip your peace, then offer you yourself at a premium. And the terrifying part is you say thank you. You follow them. You share the real because you forgot what real peace sounds like. Now let's break down the logic of how this continues to work. I believe there are 3 truths that allow this to scale and scale big. Here's truth 1. This is called the abbreviation trap. The demand for sound bites forces brevity. Brevity deletes context. Context is where real healing lives. That's why everyone can report on growth, but no one teaches you how to become it. Here's truth number 2. Logic bombs disguised as wisdom. Just like in the book, The Sovereign Individual, influencers drop mini logic bombs that actually corrupt your spirit like a virus. Words that sound like freedom, but destabilize your identity. Here's truth number 3. Echo chamber economics. Most truth online is curated for the brand's survival, not your souls. Nobody, I mean, nobody risks saying something that threatens their income. So the most potent truths remain unsaid, and you remain stuck. Now, here's the real sequence for healing: thought, word, action, creation. And yet, most people are living in reverse, acting before they've ever felt, speaking before they've ever listened, reacting without remembering. But God said, let there be light. Not do light, not perform light. He spoke it into existence because he felt it first. That is divine authorship. And when you live in reverse, you become easy prey for the spiritual salesman, hooked on spiritual racketeering. Now let's talk about the exit. They say the sovereign individual always has a way out. Change schools, move zip codes, and that can be empowering for sure. But not all exits are elevation. Sometimes the exit is a cop-out, a quiet quit, a rebranded flight from the very pressure designed to grow you. That's why people ghost God. That's why relationships fail. That's why folks abandon discipline, devotion, and love. Because staying requires remembrance, and the marketplace trains you to move when it hurts instead of stay until it heals. Listen, I've been married 18, together 25 years. You think I feel love every single day? Nah. But I act in love to remember the covenant. I choose to hug my wife when I don't feel like it. Because love ain't a vibe, it's a vow. And God, he lets you walk away, even knowing you'll break his heart. That is infinite love, and that is what we are meant to mirror. And if you down to raise the mirror, this is when we ask, seek, and knock. So order and ask yourself, who made you believe peace has to be earned? Seek what voices have replaced the whisper of God. Knock and show yourself what it would look like to move today like you're already whole. Now let's bring this home to the infinite. God of still waters and unpriced peace. I've been sold a version of myself you never authored. I've subscribed to saviors you anointed. Anointed. I've acted before I listened. I've left when you told me to stay. But now I remember. I remember that you never rush, never push, never sell. You just are. I return to the light you placed in me. I return to the discipline I abandoned. I return to the silence that doesn't need applause. And if I ever forget again, let the whisper find me. Let the word shape me. Let there be light in me. You own it or be owned by it. You either run the system or the system runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.